Hi dear students, today we are going to study a second specialty polymer that is called as biodegradable polymer. We already studied polycarbonate. So today we are going to see second specialty polymer, and name of that polymer is biodegradable polymer. Dear students, here biodegradable, these are the two words combined together. So name is biodegradable. Now bio means what? Biologically. Degradable means what? Decomposition. And polymer means what? You know, many monomers are present in one compound. That compound called as a polymer. So polymer decompose biologically, called as biodegradable polymer. So here you know that we can't imagine our modern lifestyle without polymer, as every step, every movement, everywhere we required synthetic polymer. So nowadays use of synthetic polymer is very large in each and every sector. But due to use of synthetic polymer, there is a big environmental pollution, because who produced synthetic polymers? Synthetic polymers produced by man in laboratory. So who produced? Man produced. So that polymer will not decompose automatically. That synthetic polymer will decompose, that material will degrade when we do some processes like physical processes, like a chemical process, thermal process, chemical process, means some treatment we have to do. Only after that treatment, that material means synthetic material will decompose. But unfortunately, during a decomposition of a synthetic material, that material produces very harmful poisonous gases. And because of that harmful gases, there is a huge environmental pollution. Environment getting polluted. Here, in order to keep this environment safe for future generation, we need to stop use of a synthetic polymer. And instead of using a synthetic polymer, we need to use biodegradable polymer. Right? Because we have to keep this environment safe for future generation. So we have to start using a biodegradable polymer. Because thing is that after use of that polymer, whatever waste generate, that waste get decomposed automatically. You can say biologically. Environment will take care about decomposition of that material. So here, this is a very urgency to replace synthetic polymer and to start use of a biodegradable polymer. Now dear students, if you see synthetic polymer, then this synthetic polymer undergo decomposition. But after decomposition, it produces harmful products. And these harmful products responsible for pollution. And this decomposition take place by chemical process, or you can say mechanical process. So here synthetic polymer undergo decomposition. Yes, it will decompose. But what is the byproduct? Harmful products. And these harmful products makes environment polluted. So pollution take place. And this decomposition not taking place automatically. Here chemical or mechanical processes we need to use for decomposition of this one. So here we want to stop production of harmful products. So what we have to do? We have to stop use of a synthetic polymer. And instead of using a synthetic polymer, we have to use biodegradable polymer. Okay, now we will see what is meant by biodegradable polymer. So here biodegradable polymer means polymer decompose into harmless products. Polymer decompose into harmless products. So polymer convert into harmless products. Harmless products. Harmless products. Now this decomposition take place by use of enzymes. By use of enzymes. Who produced these enzymes? Enzymes produced by microorganism. Who produced that enzymes? Enzymes produced by microorganisms in presence of water. In presence of water. So polymer convert into harmless products by action of enzymes produced by microorganisms in presence of water. Then this polymer called as biodegradable polymer. Okay, so definition very clear. Polymer decompose into or polymer converted into harmless products, that is harmless gases, by the action of enzymes produced by microorganisms in presence of water. So the polymer is called as a biodegradable polymer, and this process called as a biodegradation. Process called as a biodegradation. So if you see this process, you will get idea that what is the main requirement, main factor for biodegradation. So main factor is microorganism. Main factor is a microorganism. So here for the process of biodegradation, three factors play an important role. So factors, in that first factor, microorganism. Second factor, environmental condition. Third factor, nature of polymer. Nature of polymer. So dear students, these are the three important parameters, or you can say factors, play important role in the process of biodegradation. I am talking about biodegradation. So first and most important thing, that is the requirement of microorganisms. So you know microorganisms occur in nature. So microorganisms like bacteria, fungus, algae, azotobacter present in the environment. Now this microorganism releases enzymes. Who release enzymes? Microorganisms release enzymes, and that enzymes responsible for the process of biodegradation. Now second factor is environmental condition. Here environmental condition like temperature, humidity, moisture, pH, right? So these are the environmental condition. So here if environmental conditions are suitable, then only microorganism will survive. And once microorganisms survive, then we can think about the process of biodegradation. So environmental conditions are very important. If conditions are suitable, then only microorganism will survive, and once they survive, then only biodegradation process is possible. So microorganism required suitable temperature, because at higher temperature bacteria will die, right? So required suitable environmental condition. An important thing in that one is temperature, and second one is a moisture, because without water, without moisture, biodegradation process is difficult. So here environmental conditions required, that is suitable conditions. Third one, nature of a polymer. Dear students, you think that microorganisms are there in the environment, environmental conditions are very suitable, but thing is that nature of a polymer or that polymer is not ready to undergo decomposition. So what is the requirement in the nature of a polymer, then that polymer undergo decomposition? So dear students, keep in mind, we required polymeric material, that polymeric material should be hydrophilic. Polymer material should be hydrophilic. Hydrophilic polymer means polymer is water attracting, water loving. Here, this is the most important requirement of a polymer, that polymer chain should be hydrophilic. Right. Second thing, polymer chain should be or should get easily hydrolyzed or oxidized. Oxidized or hydrolyzed means what? That polymer chain should contain bonds. That bonds should get easily oxidized or easily hydrolyzed. Right? Means in that polymer should contain atoms like nitrogen, sulfur, oxygen. If like this atom present in polymer, then that polymer undergo decomposition fastly. Another important thing, that polymer should not contain aromatic rings. Polymer should not contain aromatic rings. What will happen if aromatic rings present in the polymer? Let me tell you, that polymer contain aromatic rings, then that aromatic rings will not decompose easily. It required more energy, more time. So there should not be aromatic rings in the polymer. Okay, so nature of polymer is very important. Then only these first two factors will be helpful. So if these three things are there, then only biodegradation process take place. Now here you can think that the rate of biodegradation depends upon what? You simply think rate of biodegradation depends upon, you can say, hydrophilic nature of polymer. If a polymer is highly hydrophilic, then polymer undergo decomposition easily. Second thing, polymer nature should be amorphous. Nature amorphous. If nature is amorphous, then that material undergo decomposition easily. Then polymer material should have a low molecular weight. Then that material undergo decomposition easily. Okay. So rate of biodegradation increases with increase in amorphous nature, with increase in hydrophilic nature, with increase in amorphous nature. Okay, so here we are going to see example of biodegradable polymer, and in that we are going to see bipol, or you can say PHBV is the well-known example of biodegradable polymer. Now PHBV, hydroxy butyrate hydroxy valerate. So PHBV, P means poly, H means hydroxy, B means butyrate, and V means valerate. So this is a long form of PHBV, and this is an important example of biodegradable polymer, that is a bipol. So here we will see how to prepare PHBV. How to prepare PHBV, that is a polyhydroxy butyrate hydroxy valerate. So we are going to see preparation. So how to prepare? Preparation of PHBV. So here we required starting material glucose. So glucose undergo fermentation. fermentation take place. So glucose on fermentation, after fermentation, it produces 3-hydroxy butyric acid plus 3-hydroxy valeric acid. So starting material is glucose. Glucose on fermentation. Fermentation take place, and after fermentation here we are getting product 3-hydroxy butyric acid and second one 3-hydroxy valeric acid. Now these two compound undergo polymerization. So polymerization take place here. Polymerization take place. And after a polymerization take place. And after a polymerization, we are getting product PHBV. We are getting product PHBV. So glucose, fermentation, these are the products that we are getting in first step. So these two are acting as a monomer. Try to understand. These two acting as a monomer molecules. So these monomers react together, these two react together and they produce product PHBV, that is a bipol. So this is a preparation. Now we will see structure of PHBV. So structure of PHBV is this one. Now see, this N means what? N means poly. Okay, poly. Now, see this unit. One carbon, second, third and fourth. How many carbons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbon atoms are there. So it is a butane. This carbonyl carbon connected to oxygen. So rate, ester group. So you can say this one is hydroxy butyrate. Butyrate 1, 2, 3 and 4. Rate, carbonyl carbon connected to oxygen. Now why hydroxy? This one considered as a hydroxy group. Here OH group is here. This one considered as a hydroxy group. So this is a hydroxy and this one is a butyrate. Right? And then this remaining group you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. How many carbon atoms are there? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 carbon, you can say propane, not propane, pentane. So pentane common name is valerate. Okay, valerate. So here hydroxy butyrate, hydroxy valerate, hydroxy valerate. Valerate, I am again telling, valerate means 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 5 carbon atoms are there. Valerate, R-A-T-E, rate, this carbonyl carbon connected to oxygen, this side. Okay, so here hydroxy because OH is there in the chain. So dear students, this is the one unit. Whatever you are seeing inside the bracket n time, this is the one unit. Now same unit repeat n times. So here name is a poly. That is a poly hydroxy butyrate, hydroxy valerate. Okay, so this is the structure of PHBV. And as we have seen that how to produce PHBV, this is the PHBV that we got from polymerization of 3-hydroxybutyric acid and 3-hydroxyphallaric acid, and that one we got after fermentation of glucose. After fermentation of glucose. Now properties of biodegradable polymer. So in case of properties, first one, it is a highly crystalline. Second one, flexible. Third one, soft. Fourth one, resistant to attack of oil. So resistant to oil. So these are the 4 important properties. Highly crystalline means nature is crystalline, then it is a flexible, soft, resistant to oil, means oil will not attack easily. Okay, so this is about properties. Now we will see applications where it is used. Of a biodegradable polymer, it is used in medical field for drug delivery, controlled drug delivery. Now as you have seen capsule, tablets, if you see the capsule, you can see the time when we take out capsule from that packet, we are observing there is one transparent coating to that tablet. So that coating, like a plastic coating, is there. So that plastic coating is what? Biodegradable polymer. The time when we take that tablet enter in our body, right? So that tablet, whatever medicine is there inside of that tablet, that coating is made up of biodegradable polymer. That coating degrade automatically. Okay, so very important use in the field of medicine. Second one, it is used in agricultural field for netting purpose. Netting means to cover whole crop, so that is called as a net. And second use in agricultural field, it is used for mulching purpose. Mulching, covering of soil by using a polymer material. Only portion left out, from that portion of soil plant come out. Remaining entire portion of soil covered by polymer, that process called as a mulching. Another important application of biodegradable polymer, it is used for packaging purpose. Like you can say making bottles, for coating purpose, for production of films, right? So in that case, this biodegradable polymer is used. So today we studied biodegradable polymer. One point is remaining, that is limitation of a biodegradable polymer. So some limitations are there. So biodegradable polymer having a less mechanical strength. Mechanical strength is less. Second thing, biodegradable polymer is costly. Third one, production on small scale production, not large scale production. Okay, so this is about biodegradable polymer. So we studied definition, then factors, then we studied preparation, properties, applications and limitation. Okay, thank you for watching.